guys, it's me. Welcome back to my channel today. In today's video, we're actually going to do another Sephora haul. I know I just did one, but this is VIB sale season, and I feel like you guys probably want to see the other order that I picked up because I was weak and I ordered again. The first product that I picked up is actually another shade in the Dior Backstage Powder No Powder product. I was actually talking to one of my subscribers on Instagram. Her name is Katie, and she told me that she picked up another shade in this, but it was a deeper shade and she used it as a bronzer. I thought that was a really genius idea, so I went to the store the very next day and picked up the shade 4N. It is supposed to be a neutral tone, and I'm really hoping that this looks just as stunning on me as how it does in the package. For the setting powder in this product, I used 2N, so I actually went 2 shades deeper to get the bronzer, and I've been really loving it for that light airbrushed kind of look to the skin. It's lightly matte, and it just makes your skin really look as good as it can while wearing makeup. Your skin is still skin. It's not gonna look like a magazine filter or anything, but it does look as best as your skin can wearing makeup, if that makes sense. So this I'm really excited to test out and try. I just thought it was an ingenious idea to get a darker shade. I don't know why I haven't done that before as a bronzer, so I picked one up right away while I still had my discount. The next product that I picked up is actually one of the Dior Backstage blushes. This is also something that's been on my wish list for quite some time and also heavily influenced by you guys. It's funny because when I got this, I looked at it and I was like, really? It's so small. I thought it was way bigger based on the picture on the app. So this is the Rosy blush from Dior, and it's tiny. It's cute and tiny, but I still thought it was like way bigger than what it turned out to be. The shade that I picked up here is Pink 001. So I'm really excited. I'm excited to try it. It's supposed to be a glowy blush. I am all about that. You can see it is quite a bright pink, and it's actually got the same embossment with the Dior label inside the powder, just like how the setting powder does. So I'm going to swatch it for you as well, just on my hand here. It's actually really light pink. I'm also going to swatch the bronzer shade that I picked up, which is basically that setting powder, but in a deeper shade. So you guys can see here that the blush is actually a really light pale pink, almost has a bit of a purpleness to it. And then this is the bronzer with actually 3 layers. So it is a buildable product, which I like. So I'm excited to test both of these out. The next product that I picked up at Sephora is actually also one that you wanted me to review, so I figured I would also pick it up while I have the discount. This is the new Giorgio Armani lipstick, and it's called Lip Power. It is the long wear vivid color lipstick. The shade that I picked up is 106. This is in Forte, I think is how you say it. So it's very interesting because I really don't try a ton of Armani products. I really love the Luminous Silk Foundation, but I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I like from the brand, and nothing is really coming up. I know they're pretty known for their Lip Maestros, which are lip products. I haven't tried them before. So this is gonna be, I think, my first Armani lip product to test out. So I'm kind of excited about that. Based on the cap, I was like, oh my gosh, did I just get a rich red color because I wasn't supposed to? But it actually is just the packaging of the entire line, it looks like, because the shade that I picked up is like a true rosewood. Here's the lipstick all zoomed in. You can see it's a gorgeous rose color. What I like about it is that it rolls up and down. So that is super exciting. Those products where you click up and then you can't click back down can be a little frustrating if you overdo it. This is the shade here. It's right up my alley. You guys can tell that I wear colors like this all the time, so this I'm really excited about. But looking at the description here online, it's supposed to be a long-wearing satin lipstick, which it really does feel that way. Like when I swatch it on my hand, it has quite a nice comfortability level. The slip is there, like nice and creamy, and I would say it's probably like medium opacity, so you'll probably have to do a couple layers to get the full pigmentation. Let me know if you've tested this out before as well. I'm super curious. The next thing I picked up from Sephora, I think a lot of you guys called it and you knew that I would because I'm such a fan of the Gucci lipsticks, especially the satin one. My favorite shade is Blaze of Noon, which has been like constantly in rotation. They came out with a glow and care lip color called Rouge de Beaute Brillant. The shade I picked up is My Cousin Rachel 216. Not gonna lie, I picked it up because it had Rachel in the name, which reminded me of Friends. The cap is really nice and vintagey, and Gucci comes up with a lot of vintagey packaging. So this is really beautiful. It's quite a bit skinnier than their other lipsticks that they have, and the opacity on these is quite a bit lighter. The pigmentation is not as strong. So this is what I'm talking about here. This is my cousin Rachel, has a little bit of a coral, like poppy red element to it, but the strength of these types of lipsticks is that you don't need a mirror necessarily or a lip liner to make them look tidy. It's just like a nice flush of color. So it just depends on your preference. Next, from Sephora, I actually picked up this very trendy, very popular hair oil right now. I don't know why I hadn't heard about it until a couple of you guys also messaged me and said this is a really good hair oil to try. So this is actually from a brand called Gisou. I'm not sure if you know the right pronunciation. Please help me out down below. But this is the tiniest size of this hair oil. I wanted to just test it out, so I purchased the smallest amount there is. This is actually a honey infused hair oil. It's supposed to be for all hair types. I'm kind of interested. It comes in like a dropper as well, and this is actually a glass bottle, so it's very luxe. It says on the back here you have to apply 1 to 3 drops through damp or dry hair, so it's really, really concentrated. Key ingredient here is honey. It is supposed to enrich your hair and repair it. You can also use it as an overnight treatment. So looks like it is a very multifunctional, multi-purpose product. I'm very excited to give this one a try. If you love this one already and there's like an ideal way to use this, definitely help me out. My OG is still the Olaplex one, so I'm wondering how this one is going to line up next to that. I want to include 2 Charlotte Tilbury products that actually have just been either restocked or released from her. And the first one is a new scent in her Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. So I did tell you guys about this. This was kind of like a, you know, if you had an account with her, you had early access to this product. It's literally the exact same setting spray. It's just in a new scent. The fragrance level in the ingredient list of this one is about halfway. So it's just kind of assumed that it's going to be fairly concentrated with perfume, not crazy as if it was at the top, but if it was at the bottom of the list, it would have been preferred because then the concentration of actual perfume in the product would have been less. So I wanted to test this new scent out and see if it was actually worth the hype. It's supposed to be White Tea of Bali. I'm just going to spray my face now because I don't know what it's going to be like, but hopefully it's good. I mean, what I smell more so is floral, not so much the white tea aspect of it, but it is one that when you spray it, it is definitely like something that you can smell right off the bat. If you do like floral scents and you like kind of like that nice exotic smell, then you might actually really like this. Next, I really wanted to get one of these beauty wands. Now, the one that's super popular is the one that's got the, I think it's Rosegasm or Pinkgasm. This is the peach one, and it's not at Sephora right now. It's just on her website. So I picked it up because I really wanted to test out the formulation of this. I like her contour wand. This is one that's super popular right now. Obviously in the Pinkgasm, people are using it either for a blush or a highlight, but this is the Peachgasm. So it's the closest to the pink one that I could find. The pink one is out of stock at Sephora and it's out of stock on Charlotte Tilbury. So you can see here it has a really nice glow to it. And like I said, this is going to be way too much for the cheeks, so this is going to last me a long time, but I do think it's going to work beautifully on my skin tone. And I was hoping for the Pinkgasm one, but I'm actually really glad I got this one. The last product I picked up just recently for you guys, and this has been one that I've been very excited about. As you guys know, I really love the luxury fashion houses and those high-end brands. I recently got an Hermes Birkin bag and I really appreciate that brand with like its history and tradition, and I'm totally nerding out on stuff like that all the time. So Hermes is entering the makeup game. They've already come out with lipsticks, which I really, really love as well. But now they've come out with blush and it's finally arrived. I actually shared it on my community tab on my channel. So if you don't have the notifications on, I share all sorts of new releases and my favorites and stuff like that. This is available now at Nordstrom, at Selfridges, at Saks, also at Holt if you are Canadian. And I just love the classic orange packaging, you guys. Ugh, it's so nice. They always nail it. Honestly, this is a very pricey blush. This is 92 Canadian dollars, 77 American. It better be everything and more, you guys. Like, I'm just saying. Here's the blush up close. The shade I picked up is Rose Blush. You can see that it has the Hermes symbol or the logo imprinted at the bottom there, and it is a super beautiful compact, definitely lightweight, but it still feels very luxe, so I like that. It has a magnetic closure as well. They did come out with a blush brush as well, but it was over $100. American. So I was like, if you can make me a believer with your blush, I might get your brush too. But if you don't, I don't want to spend the money on the brush either. I'm going to be doing a video where I try on some of my Sephora VIB sale products. So please let me know in the comments which product you really want to see on my face. I do have new Mothership palettes from Pat that I want to test out. Subliminal, Subversive, Midnight Sun. There's also quite a few lipsticks and there's quite a few blushes here. So let me know what your favorites are and I will put them in the try on video. Until my next one, guys, take care and stay safe. Bye, guys.